Give the gift of hope this season by packing an Operation Christmas Child shoebox gift with fun toys, school supplies, and personal care items. National Collection Week is happening now through November 24th. These simple gifts provide children in need the opportunity to hear the gospel message and attend a discipleship program. Bring your packed shoebox gift to a local drop-off location this week. Visit SamaritansPurse.org/OCC to learn more.
Life Audio.
Thank you for listening to Your Daily Bible Verse, the podcast that examines one verse each day to learn more about God and His will for our lives. I'm your host, Kyle Norman. After a brief message from one of our sponsors, we will continue with today's verse.
There's no way around it. When it comes to healthcare, people are really frustrated with how much it costs and how to pay for it. The usual ways we've been doing this have only gotten more expensive, more complicated, and honestly, just aggravating. And that's why Medishare is such a welcome relief. It's called healthcare sharing. It's different and it works. More than 1 million Americans are now doing this, and Medishare has been a great option for more than 30 years. So really, you could save thousands of dollars a year on your healthcare and be happy. Imagine that. If you've heard about it and you want to know more, there are 2 easy options. Go to Medishare.com/believe. That's Medishare.com/believe, or just grab your phone and send a text. You'll get the info, which could really help you and your family out. Text the word believe to 70246 to get the facts. Text believe to 70246 and you'll get the link. That's believe to 70246.
Did you know that Gen Z and millennials are leading the resurgence in church attendance? That's right. New research out from Glue and Barna as part of the State of the Church initiative shows that Gen Z and millennials are now attending church more regularly than older generations. This is a historic reversal in church trends. And Glue, spelled GLOO, is at the center of all of this. They're the technology platform for the faith ecosystem, connecting you with the latest research, technology, and values-aligned AI that supports churches, and ultimately, human flourishing. Glue is on a mission to serve those who serve, the pastors, leaders, publishers, and more in the faith ecosystem. That's high tech for a higher purpose. You can stay up to date with everything happening at Glue and across the entire faith ecosystem by texting JOIN to 46816. And when you text today, they'll send you the latest research from Glue and Barna about this historic church trend. Again, that's the word JOIN to 46816.
Americans have a big healthcare problem. Over 100 million citizens carry medical debt while paying for overpriced and complicated health insurance. As Christians, we don't have to pay for a broken system. Christian Healthcare Ministries is an alternative to health insurance at half the cost. Plus, you can enroll at any time. Stand up to health insurance with a biblical solution. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
Today's verse can be found in Ephesians chapter 3, verse 18. I pray that you may have the power to comprehend with all the saints the breadth and length and height and depth of the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge. My wife and I enjoy reality-based competition shows. From Survivor to The Traders to Kids Baking Championship, we watch it all. Recently, we added another program to our roster. It's called Portrait Artist of the Year. The premise is simple. A celebrity sits in a chair for 4 hours while 9 hopeful artists paint their portrait. That's it. As a non-artist myself, I find it fascinating how each artist captures and interprets the person before them. Successful portraits are those that somehow capture an inner quality of that person and then translate that to paint and canvas. There's something else which makes this painting a true portrait of the person in front of them. As Christian people, Paul prays that we comprehend the love of God with all the saints. Saint is a word that we toss around quite often, but what exactly is a saint? What do we mean by that? If we were to paint a portrait of a saint, what would that portrait look like? Now, in normal usage, we often use the term saint to describe the uber holy, someone who is so righteous that their lives are especially touched by the presence of God. A saint is somebody who is spiritually perfect, and thus lives a pristine spiritual life. According to Roman Catholic law, one of the qualifications necessary to be officially named as a saint is to have performed a verified miracle. Have you performed any miracles lately? Me neither. Alternatively, we might say that a saint refers simply to someone who has died, the faithful people who have gone before us. A saint is our faithful grandparents who paved the way for us to grow up as believers ourselves. So a saint is somebody who now resides in heaven. And we may even put those two ideas together. A saint is a great and special person who lived an exemplary Christian life and who now resides in heaven. And so we think of St. Patrick, or St. Teresa, or St. Augustine, or St. Mary. But when we think about saints in this way, we end up removing this term from our lives, and we assume that somehow being a saint simply doesn't apply to us. But this misses the mark biblically. What Paul does in this letter is root the term saint in everyday life. Paul prays that the Ephesian people know and experience the love of Christ and that they do so with all the saints. And he isn't pointing beyond the sky. He is pointing to the fellowship of believers. The fundamental quality of a saint is somebody who knows Jesus. Now, of course, this isn't just about name-dropping Jesus. Being a saint isn't just about saying that we believe in Jesus, but then never living that out. A saint is somebody who knows the love of Christ and allows that love to impact their lives. A saint is somebody who knows Jesus through experience and acquaintance. In Ephesians chapter 1, verse 17, Paul prays that the saints receive a spirit of wisdom and revelation to know Jesus better. So if a saint is somebody who knows Jesus in their day-to-day life, then ask yourself, how personally do you know Jesus? How deeply do you feel his love? How open are you to be filled with his Spirit? Knowing Jesus gives us the capacity to respond to whatever is around us in a new light. It produces a daring hope within us, one rooted in the knowledge that we never stand alone. Knowing Jesus means that we have every confidence that Jesus will provide for us, even if we step into places unknown. His power will help us manage whatever needs to be managed. His power will bear us up in whatever ways we need to be supported. A saint lives with the conviction that ultimately we are Christ's own possession, redeemed by his blood and sustained by his Spirit. And so a saint has the assurance that no matter what, Christ's purposes for our lives and for this whole world will reign, even if we have a hard time seeing that in this moment. Imagine what might happen if we dared to live in this way. Imagine if when you walked into any room, you took a second to recognize the love of Jesus that flows through you. What if you dared to believe that in this moment we could witness Christ's power do something extraordinary? Do you think that that might change how we lived our lives? Do you think that that might deepen our experience of Jesus' presence? As you listen today, may you know Jesus, not just as a character in a book, not a name on a creed, but as an abiding presence in your life, joining you day in and day out. May you know that His love, a love that is so amazing that it defies all description, is poured over you in ways deeper than you can ever comprehend. And as you walk through your life facing whatever you need to face, may you know that the Spirit of Jesus fills you and sustains you. Amen.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at thrivent.com.
Want to win this holiday season? Aura Frames make it effortless, personal, easy, and unforgettable. Upload photos, share videos, and even preload memories before it ships, so your gift feels thoughtful from the moment it's unwrapped. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames using promo code LIFEAUDIO at checkout. Don't forget to mention Life Audio Network at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.